Ho ho ho, friends! I'm not sure if a brand on social media has told you this yet, but 2020 has been a bit of a difficult year. But you guys have been so good to me. It's been one of my best years ever for beer reviews, which is why we're having the first ever Benny's Beer Review Christmas special, baby. So I've been invited to a secret beer society called BASS, which stands for Beer Appreciation Society. I hear that they have funny little rituals, little things they do, little jokey things. They have invited me to their secret Christmas event called Bassmas. We're gonna drink a whole advent calendar's worth of beer in one day, celebrate, and maybe even have a visit from Secret Cantor himself. I'm a little bit not sure what to expect, but I know there's gonna be a lot of beer and hopefully a lot of fun. Let's go! Yeah! This year's Bassmas is a camping trip in the Megalong Valley. My contact's name is Rob, an original Bass member who is also a classic hugger.
Ahoy hoy! Merry Bassmas!
Oh, Benny.
Hey dude.
Hey man, I'm Andrew. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Benny.
What's up, bro? I'm Seb.
Hey Benny, nice to
Benny.
meet you, Seb. You're
Hey.
Seb, yeah.
Alright,
So,
mate,
hi
alright.
buddy, good to
See you, sir. All sweaty in here.
Would you like a cold one?
Yeah, I would love, yeah, sounds good. Love a coldie.
While Rob fetched us some coldies, I asked my new friends about the Bass traditions we'd be expected to observe.
Like, what's something I shouldn't do? Like, what would be a big cultural, like, faux pas?
That's for me.
You have a word for it already. Yeah.
If you spill any beers, spillage is sippage, right? So you have to have at least 30% of what you've spilled drunken. Okay? Off whatever it's fallen on.
Oh dear.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
Hey.
G'day Benny mate, how are ya?
Good. Nice to meet you. Hey dude, good to meet you, Benny. Hey, I'm Benny, by the way. Nice to meet you.
And welcome to Bassmas. Merry Bassmas, sir.
Merry Bassmas.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Is this like, how many times you guys been to Bass before?
Probably 5 years.
5 years. Oh, so you've
Oh,
been
yeah.
here since the start.
Yep, OG.
OG. And then there's special privileges you are afforded as an OG. You know.
Probably I got the worst sort of rituals back in the day when we first started it up. You know?
Yeah.
I think the hazing was pretty good back then.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary though being talked about hazing from someone holding a hammer.
I'm just so happy you're here.
Yeah?
I'm so happy
I
you're here.
appreciate it, eh?
The past few
show
years.
me before.
Yeah, and like.
As Christian explained how much my reviews meant to him and his entire family, I couldn't help but get a little bored, as a lingering question burned a hole in my mind.
Who's the boss of Bass?
Look, we'd have to probably crown Cam.
Cam's put a lot of passion into it.
Who is the leader of Bass?
Captain Cam.
Who is the boss of Bass?
I would sit fairly up there in the Bass membership, but Cameron and John are the founders. I got a hydraulic just to make sure I'm well covered for today.
Now that I knew so-called Cam was in charge, it was time for me to meet Bass's charismatic leader, another classic hugger.
Hey, Benny.
Victoria.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, this is
Your first Bassmas?
Yeah.
Victoria's first Bassmas. Becca's first as well. And what are we in for? See, I like to keep something secret because it keeps a little bit of that Christmas spirit, you know. 25 different beers. 25 beers. So as part of the Beer Appreciation Society, we have a bit of a weird tradition. And you two are both going to be inducted as members today. So you're gonna join in on all of our weird, kooky traditions. Why is he smiling so much? It is.
We urinate on each other.
It better not be worse than that. So we'll get you initiated straight away as we start. There's one particular part where the typical tradition is we pour out all the different beers, so everybody's got a beer in their hand. It's best for me to take a sip of the beer before the person has had a chance to read the blurb, and however they wish. You can read it in a Shakespearean accent or get creative, you know. The whole thing is let us drink beer, so we say let us drink beer, drink the beer, enjoy the beer a little bit, talk, whatever, and then go on to the next beer.
So it's always a toast. You don't drink before the toast. You wait until the let us drink beer toast, and then we all drink together. It's like a group activity. Yeah.
And like the penalty for like drinking beforehand is like exile or like what I like Zealand. Just a bit of shame. Okay, this is sounding more like religion. Okay.
Back at the camp, the congregation gathered, and Seb performed what I can only assume was some form of mock baptism.
Oh, now that's refreshing.
Then suddenly,
Now, if you're sitting, I'd like you all to put your hands together as we start our Beer Appreciation Society Mass. Our lager, which art and barrels, hallowed be thy drink. Thy will be drunk, I will be drunk, at home as in the tavern. Give us this day our foamy head, and forgive us for our spillages, as we forgive those who spill against us. And lead us not into incarceration, but deliver us from our hangovers. For thine is the beer, the bitter, and the lager, forever and ever. Barman. Barman.
Oh, legend.
We have 4 new initiates to induct.
following the undeniably beery and likely Protestant rendition of the Our Father, Becca was initiated and introduced Beer 1 of 25.
Welcome to Basel.
Yeah.
All hail the new initiate.
This is a UPKA 6.5%. My mountain culture. Let us drink beer.
Come on, Cam. What's that? Bit hazy?
Bit of grog in that.
I'll probably give that like an 8 out of 10. That's really nice. Bit sweet, bit fruity, a little bit milky as well.
Yeah, because
Hey,
that's how we've
cheers,
been
bro.
doing.
Immediately after Becca's successful initiation, the second beer was poured and Victoria became the next to be inducted and introduced beer number 2.
Welcome aboard.
Alright, so from 7 Mile Brewing Co. we have the Extra Mile, a West Coast IPA. Let us
drink beer.
Oh, perfect temperature.
I feel like everything's going to be really high today because it's so hot. It's nice and sticky. It's like golden syrup amongst my cheeks. We only get a little bit. It feels like a lot. I give that one a 7 out of 10. That's really nice.
Then, without warning, I spot a potential bass for me.
Do you have to sip that bit that you spilled a little bit, or should we keep that between us? Forgive me on my spillages.
Okay, it was real.
That's in session. Mr. Benedict Kennedy-Cox.
Rob has welcomed me into Bass with a beer with my name on it. Hey friends, Benny back here for this Bass Mass. Today we're reviewing Sunday Road Brewing Co. Walk the Path, the Holidays Coffee Lager. Alright. In my household we do like a silly cheers. You stick your pinky out, you do your shoulders up, and then you like you've just bought a yacht and you just let us drink beer.
Oh my god, yeah.
But it's really coffee-ish. It's sort of like better than a Nescafe, but not as good as a Moccona. Moccona is the premium. As a coffee, I'd give it like a 4 out of 10. As a beer, I give it like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. Yeah. It was done. My thankfully urine-free initiation was done, and now I had a duty to fulfill. So I haven't been a Bass member for very long. In fact, I am the newest member, and thank you for having me, by the way. But as the newest member, I'm taking it upon myself to induct a new member. Oh, well, you've told me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm a good new member. So without Katie, because I know some of you do enjoy my reviews, without Katie, those reviews don't exist. She is the person who is usually holding that camera right there. I couldn't do any of it without her. She's an amazing person, and she's also the love of my life. And well, welcome to Bass. We're very happy to have you. So the floor is yours.
Welcome.
Thank you. We have a pineapple squeak, pineapple napa by Source Brewing Co. I have a tumultuous relationship with Source Brewing. Let us drink beer!
Let us drink beer!
Oh, that's so much better than everything else I've ever had from Source.
Drink the syrup, like you're drinking the...
Yeah, like
nectar.
Pineapple lollies to get in.
Oh, it is. It's like lollies. Yeah.
That's sensational. It is like those pineapple lollies. It's so yummy. I give that like a 9 out of 10. That's like the best one we've had so far, and it's been very good.
It's 6.6%.
Oh, that's stealthy. After being present with labelled bottles we hoped wouldn't trap our soul later, there was a new, more festive member we got to meet.
Have we been a good boy this year?
Well, we will see. We will see who's been naughty and who's been nice.
Alright, this is John.
Hi.
John, you're mates with Cantor.
Yeah, I know Cantor really well.
What's he like?
Oh, mate, he's just, really good bloke.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh god, he sounds like a bloody ripper. Look. Earlier, we gave John beers that he would pass on to Cantor personally as part of the sacrament of secret Cantor.
Nice.
It's so good to meet you, Benny, by
Pleased
the
to
way.
meet you, Benny. I understand that you were recently inducted.
Yes, yeah, just then, man. You should have seen, dude. It was like, it was crazy. It was like, I got a beer with my name on it.
Oh,
everything.
wow, that's so well deserved, Benny. I heard, I have been looking at the list and I've checked it twice. Have a good feeling that you might be in for exactly what you've asked for.
Yes! Yeah,
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Everybody, welcome.
It is hot as balls that he's wearing that.
Yeah, Cantor is very hot.
Where's Cantor's throne?
Mary Basmus.
Where's the throne, Cantor?
And I've made a list. I've checked it twice.
Without warning, everyone starts jumping on Cantor's lap as the old fella performs a Basmas miracle or two.
I want to meet the person who got this for me because I want to shake their hand.
It's all going well until Jackson is given the wrong beer by my contact, Rob.
And he's been given an NE IPA.
Is that an NE-IPA?
X, NE, it's all the same thing.
I'm in trouble with Cantor.
Unfortunately for Rob, this is a blasphemy that Cantor cannot let go unpunished.
It's not even wrapped up. I never thought I'd get one.
Then, it's my turn.
Come on down.
Oh boy. Oh my god.
I think you've been a good boy this year, Benny.
I mean, like, I tried to cheat on my taxes, but like I got caught and had to pay the
Oh,
fair
Canada.
amount.
Here it is.
Ooh, baked and confused by Tall Boy and Moose. I've never had this before. From Locke, thank you, Locke. Big cheers, man. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Cantor. Oh, this is good.
Well done, Benny.
After a few more picks with Cantor, it's time for him to go.
Thank you. Cantor's got to go now.
Oh, bye, Cantor.
Bye, Cantor.
Basmus pole.
I can't let it get to me.
That's is in session. Cantor is over.
And we're back onto the 25 fucking Christmas.
Oi.
This is